Lazarus the mob boss. You never fight him, so he has no talk events. Display events are he fires at random, he watches the clouds, he stares at something, he gives an item, and he causes an explosion, which deals massive damage to both the enemy and allies. His trait is Dawn Father. You can always equip guns and use gun skills, dealing 30% extra damage, getting 1% more damage for every percentage of missing HP, 50% magic to evasion, magic evasion for 4 turns of falling below 20% HP. So not a whole lot. It's not, the extra gun damage isn't bad though. But still, it's not great. In the Pocket Castle, he interacts with Minnie. You're a Don too? Are you better than Don Dahlia? Yeah, of course I'm better. Why'd you become such a great man? You just pull out your tail feathers and... No, it's nothing. He also interacts with Sonia. Hey, Luca, Sonia won't talk to me anymore. Because you've been hiding that you're the Don of the Mafia all this time. Frankly, you're reaping what you've sown. It's none of your business. What the hell's with you girls? You really shouldn't get involved. King of San Elia. I need to have a talk with you. So, do I have the right to remain silent, or will that be used as unfavorable evidence in the courtroom? Do I have the right to call a lawyer? Am I able to call on a public defender when I have no money? This isn't an investigation. That's why I want to hear this in plain words. Why did you have your sights set on me at that time? You assume the terrorist bombing was the work of a criminal organization? Naturally, that's a tentative story amounting to little more than talking with your imagination. You think there's someone in that criminal organization who requested the assassination of the Pope, isn't there? Someone who wants to make a mess of this world, I suppose? Thing is, even if they kill him, they make fitting assholes of themselves. That criminal organization would also make an enemy of an entire country for making a move against the Pope. That's right, after all. Generally, it should be just what you're thinking. It's all one big picture, all of which include the Great War. That's it. That's all I've got left are hypothetical arguments. That means there's no evidence of culpability in this recording. So you noticed I was recording this. I know your way of doing things, Mecca Pope. Alright. As for presents, he likes fruit, meat, bread, and rice. Interesting reactions include flour. No, wait. Is this? It's flour! Don't confuse me! He obviously thought it was some other white powder. Kids meal. You just want to see my reaction, right? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, rice. This is what happens when you don't have time. Fried egg? Fried egg, I'll have one. Again, stew. You're trying to poison me! Coffee. Oh, not bad. Beer. Beer, not bad. Any of the grilled items? What is this? Poison mushroom. Skull. Corpse disposal. I won't take responsibility for that. Beetle. This guy's pretty lively, isn't he? And last but not least, the Chipapa. This thing has no value. They're everywhere, they run away, and they eat a lot. Merlin, the substitute Dawn Father. You never fight him, so he has no talk events. His play events are he paints, he goes deep into thought, he uses the coin toss skill, he gives food, and he plays the violin. Badly. His trait is skilled magical swordsman. Can always equip swords and magic swords. Can always use swords, spellblade, and black magic. Sword skills of black magic deal 30% extra damage and imparts attack up and magic up on self. So a little bit of extra damage and free boosting is not bad, but still not great. In the Pocket Castle, he interacts with the King of Sanilia, Merlin, the Dawn Father of the Table. You aren't confined to just being the Shadow Commander, but also the Dawn's confidant. Let us stop trying to dig out the root of evil in a place like this. We cannot afford to inconvenience Mr. Lucas' party. I'll be sure to drag you out before the law. But here... I'll be sure to drag you out before the law, but here, I like to be your companion. Then let us refrain from mixing public and private conflicts with one another. Shall we defer to the root of all evil to the halls of justice, then? He also interacts with Sonia. When you joined up with Uncle Lazarus, you weren't doing anything bad, were you? To rule over evil is not necessarily evil in and of itself. Rather, you should think of it as restraining and controlling evil. That's sophistry, isn't it? Yes, you are right. Don't admit it so readily. An old man can't support himself. I represent the Dawn. I won't be troubled so easily with surviving. He also interacts with Lazarus. We've gotten completely roped into their trouble. I never imagined we'd get stuck tagging along on an adventure again. You say that, but you're having fun, aren't you? Your heart is still there from when you left on an adventure with Marcellus. Bullshit. I ain't having fun. I'm just worried about those damn kids. You're like an elder child. You're like an eternal child with that stubborn resilience of yours. Even adults can be stubborn. I know you're determined to have fun, old man. Yes, because I am young at heart. Jeez, you old geezer. I mean, he's more literally young at heart than, than you think. As for presents, he likes fruits, veggies, and rice. Interesting reactions include seaweed. If it's like this, I prefer real food. No, I'm not complaining. Flour. Oh, it's just wheat flour. What a relief. No, I had no other intentions. Curry and rice. Despite my age, curry and rice is my favorite. Kids meal. It takes me back to my childhood. Kitty rice. In fact, I quite like it. Though, I don't like being treated as a pet. Gan stew? Why would you treat an old man who doesn't have much time left like this? Cola? I don't really care for carbonated drinks. Coffee? Coffee, huh? It smells wonderful. Beer? Of course, alcohol is the best medicine. Any of the grilled items? What a cruel thing to do. Poison mushroom. Skull. Shall we throw it into the Bay of Gold? Beetle. This is pretty energetic. And last but not least, the Chipapa. I've seen a lot of these lately. Now, back to the forest. Augusta. The soldier BFer. Never fight her, so she has no talk events. Her play events are she trains, she eats stolen food, she falls asleep, she gives you an item, and she flails wildly. Her trait is Clanking Soldier. Can always equip swords, light swords, and heavy armor. Takes only 20% damage when guarding. That's basically useless. She has no pocket castle interactions. Even when I'm on break, I'm always wearing armor. My taste in civilian clothes is unfashionable. Magda, the Axe Bandit BFer. You never fight her, so she has no talk events. Her play events are she flails wildly. She declares that she's going to be king of the bandits. She runs away, but she'll come right back. She gives an item, and she gets fired up. Her trait is Spirited Bandit. She can always equip axes and use axe skills, dealing 50% extra damage, but have 133% SP cost. 50% extra damage of axe skills actually isn't half bad, since axe skills tend to be pretty powerful. So, not bad, that's all I'll say. She has no interactions in the Pocket Castle. I'm a bandit, but a ship is nice too.